Raiden at the end of today, much as we did at the end of Prop Town. Maybe not in the grand final, but I should think at least a spot in the small final, and the grand final is where they want to be. Big fight coming up next, though. It's America versus Korea. It's Quad Force 1 versus Supersonic X. Two teams who met, of course, in our round-robin stage last time, and when they did, it was 22 points to 18 in favor of Quad Force 1. But they also both got into our small final, respects being third and fourth after the round-robin stage. And when they raced in the small final, it turned 17-13 to Quad Force 1. So Quad Force 1 have got both of the wins over Supersonic X so far. They know they're quite carefully matched this season. Of course, one of them would like to be, if not both of them would like to be, in the grand final that they didn't manage to make last time. Quad Force 1 as well just had an evens match against Drone Sports that I think they would have been expecting to do really well in. Supersonic X, what have they managed to get so far? 25-15 over China Dragons, 25-15 over STT, 26-14 over Drone Sports. They're having a good day of it so far, Supersonic.
Oh, absolutely.
Who's going to race off first? Yes. It's going to be Silas Aaron and his teammate Mason Lively. They're going to take on Min-Jae Kim, who has not dropped a win yet. 8 from 8. I'm not kidding. And he's got Jordy Peak alongside him again. That pairing is working well. 8 from 8? I'm going to check that. It is, isn't it? Just going to check it the third time. It is. He's got 32 points out of a maximum of 32 for his team. Terrifying. Okay, but Silas Aaron managed to beat Supersonic X when they raced last time, although he was facing Klein and Peak. So he can beat Peak. Can he beat Min-Jae? Can he do it on Slingshot? Too many variables, really, Martin.
Min-Jae is very hard to beat today. You know, he's won all of the heats that he took part in. This man is on another level. So let's see what he can do. You know, maybe even beat Vincent Myers' track record. Who knows?
I think he's capable of it, certainly. And we must say, Min-Jae is 12 years old. Young Theo, as he's known, Prince. Min-Jae Kim, he's 12-year-old, racing out of Korea, which puts it basically midnight. But he can get it done at any time of day or night over in Korea. Is that right? Yeah, about 8 hours ahead, isn't it, in Korea? I've got my time zone for Korea. Let's call it almost midnight or just after. Doesn't seem to matter. He's basically unstoppable. Let's see if Aaron and Lively can beat him. And see if Pete can beat him. At the moment, he is. Peak, Aaron, Kim, Lively. Lively had some very good showings earlier on today, and then a couple of them where he was just way behind. He needs to keep this nice and clean. I think the mistake is what's sent him, as you would expect, sent him backwards quite a lot. Before he's gone through that one flat. So if we can keep this clean from the hyper, then he might well be in the fight this all the way along. Kim, Peak, very close to Lively. Aaron, way ahead it would seem, as he comes out of the rainbow flip comfortably a few gates before anybody else. This is good work from Silas Aaron. There's a half a second between him and Min-Jae Kim. Is he going to hand Min-Jae his first loss of the day? Into the kick, here they go. Min-Jae's gaining on him. It's now 4/10 through the rings. Min-Jae's moving. It's now 1/10. Silas Aaron has got him. And you can see Theo go, I've been beaten. Don't worry about it, Min-Jae. 8 out of 9. And a second place in the other one. Unbelievable.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, a little bit of a slow start by Min-Jae Kim. He was able to fight his way back through the course, as we can see there from the beautiful top camera. Extremely nice racing lines here. He's definitely got the faster racing line there towards the Red Bull crash gate, but Silas Aaron just had too big of a lead. So this is actually the first race Min-Jae Kim hasn't won today.
It's broken. Broken now. But I don't think it's going to matter too much to him, as he'll put that behind him. Swig some more Red Bull and keep racing. Way past any bedtime than any 12-year-old, I know. But he's making it work. It's almost 1 AM where Asylum is. Nate reckons it's about 11 in over there. That's about right. Okay, Minjay is in the lead of this one. Silas Aaron, Geordie Peak, Mason Lively. 1/10 of a second between all of them, which is nothing. Everybody basically side by side. Everybody still basically side by side. It's just about 2/10 of a second. That's kind of double nothing. Kim pulling away. Peak trying to keep with him. Aaron trying to split the two of them. And Lively's down in fourth again. That's very nice. Everybody through that. Into the castle, out of the castle again. It's very, very good. Kim now moving away. Starting to leave Aaron and everybody behind. Some different approaches into that. Bad one from Hyper. Some people wide, some people were high. Yeah, Mason Lively's going to struggle to get back into this race from there. Keepy has moved up in the second. It could be a 1-2 for Supersonic X. Minjay gets back on the winning form, and Peak managed to just beat out Aaron. Propsicle falls to Keepy.
This actually, I have some news. Minjay Kim has just clocked a new lap record with a 51.45. So he wasn't too happy about that second place in the previous run, so he decided to step it up.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow, that is a turnaround, isn't it? Because some people might have gone, oh, and then, you know, it would have actually played on him. And instead he just went, okay. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. 39 out of 40 points, 9 wins out of 10 for Minjay Kim, helping his team get to an 11-9 lead, but it's a slim one over Quad Force 1. It's a good appearance from them as well. The rest of the teams come in. It's Reed Snyder and Johnson. It's Klein and Rivera. That was quite dominant, really. It was 22 points to 18. 4 points for Quad Force 1 over Supersonic in the round robin last time. Then when they met in the small finals, it was 17 to 13, 4 points again. But they're behind at the moment, Quad Force 1. Supersonic X doing great. I could see these teams coming third and fourth again. And ending up in the small final. I wonder if either of them can make it into the grand final. I hope it happens.
I hope it happens as well, yes.
Yeah?
That would be really nice, yeah.
Yeah, we could get to see some really good contests. You kind of feel like Raiden got a good shot being in the final at X-Blades, of course. Let's see how this race turns out with Johnson, Reed Snyder, Rivera and Klein. Quick, isn't it? Oh, Johnson, where are you going? Having a look around the wrong end. Leviathan might be able to turn that around quite quickly, though. Now we're racing with Klein on board into the 360 there, and then going very obliquely through the iconic closed air gate, the first one of them. Into the kicker, swings it hard, banks it hard left, comes into the rings. They're nicely done. Rivera has managed to pass him. Reed Snyder's managed to drop behind him, so now it's 1 and 2 in purple. Reed Snyder's not far behind now, and we've seen that what looks like a bad race for him can actually turn into a really strong finish. Wasn't on this track, though. Let's see what he can do. We're coming up to our 360 here into the first part of the iconic pair. On board with Fiddy Cal. Now he'll split S-Star, and it's going to knock him. He was being aggressive. He had to be. He had to try and take... Oh, he has got second. What's happened to Rivera? Well, Rivera went down a fourth and still managed to beat Levi at the end of it. It was much closer than anything that track was suggesting. Everybody went everywhere in that.
Yeah, I also need some help with the replays to understand what happened there at the very last race. This is where Andreas Klein was able to take the lead in the race. And oh, he completely missed one of the ring gates there. Oh, that hurts. That hurts.
Yeah. Supersonic X get revenge over Quad Force 1 from the 2 losses they had to them in Prop Town. I see Nate, good friend Nate in the chat, one of the guys who's regularly on my Twitch channel as well, saying we're aiming for second. Yeah, wants to be in a grand final. I think you got a good chance of that, Nate. Hopefully we get to see you fly later on in the season too. 17 points to 13. Supersonic X will take those. Not 17 to 13, is it? We've got one more race yet. Let's give them some more points. Who wants them most? Reed Snyder, Johnson, Klein, Rivera. Through the rings, through the DCL closed air gate on board with AJ. He's got his teammate Klein in front of him and a rival in front of that. It's Levi Johnson who's in the lead of this one after he had a bad race just now. Reeve Snyder at the back of this, coming through the rainbow flip. Rivera, Klein, barely anything between them, but 5/10, or as you might like to call it, 1/2 of a second between them and Johnson, who maybe could have done a really dominant win in the last race as well if he hadn't had a crash earlier on. He has absolutely smashed it on this one. Klein comes in second, Rivera third. Reeve Snyder looks disappointed with his 4th place, but 2/10 behind Rivera. It was very close at the end.
Is this the first victory for Levi Johnson? Could be, huh?
It could be, couldn't it? No, he got one earlier on against Drone Sports as well.
He did? Okay. Yeah. Well, he's a very good pilot for someone making his debut. Very impressed by him.
He's now actually the best scorer, the highest point scorer for Quad Force 1 today. He's got 24. Silas Aaron has 23. Reeve Snyder has 22. That's pretty close there. Supersonic X get the win. 22 points to 18 going into the totals with 2 more rounds of our round robin to go. Let's gonna grab someone from China Dragons for a chat in a moment as well, but let's show you how the standings are after 5 rounds of this one. Did that 22 points for Supersonic, 25 points for Raiden? Did that move them back up into top positions? It has for Supersonic. They're now on 117. That's a good lead over X-Blaze, but Supersonic X are the team to take a bye in the next round. Then after that, everybody will have had an equal number of races. It's Drone Sports who's going to miss out in the 7th round. They're going to take a bye then. So the next round will give other teams a chance to catch Supersonic X, which means it's the scores we're looking at between the other teams are pretty comparable. 1 point between X-Blades and Raiden. Quad Force 1, 16 behind them, and Drone Sports and China Dragons a little bit behind that. Supersonic X are going to sit on that 117 points during the next round, slightly nervously expecting everybody else to probably score at least 17. And try and catch them. Looking like a pretty tight top 4. Although
Absolutely.
4th place, yeah, I still think, this could really swing around with some big performances. We're going to try and grab Thomas Kuntz, the captain of China Dragons. And